John, I've got to ask you, you've created the single biggest event in the history of UK angling to bring kids into fishing. It's fantastic. You know, I've been very public with my praise of what you do. But there's one thing that has always confused me. This country's got thousands of commercial fisheries that are rammed with fish. Kids are guaranteed to catch more than they will on a canal. So why have you chosen to do it on canals?
That's a very good question, and the reason is it's what I call the Benny Ashurst or the Ivan Marks philosophy. And when I was growing up, what they wrote was, if you can catch fish on a canal and you learn the skills needed to catch fish on canals, those skills will be applicable everywhere you fish, and so therefore you'll catch plenty of fish everywhere you go. And it was true in the 1940s and 50s when Benny was certainly the top angler in the northwest of England. It was true when Ivan learnt to fish in the 40s and 50s on the Grand Union Canal at Leicester. And I still believe it's true to this day. If you've got the bait presentation skills to catch on a canal, you'll catch them anywhere. On the other hand, if you learn to fish in places where it's really, really easy and the fish are hungry and you're guaranteed to catch, and then you end up fishing in places where you need more skill, and you may not do so well. And I hear people say, oh, the canal's rubbish, Tom, it's rubbish. In fact, I used to say that to me dad. Yeah, oh, it's rubbish, Dad. Why isn't the fishing easier? And you know what he used to say to me? He said, son, never wish things were easier, always wish you were better. And so if you learn to fish on a canal, you'll end up being better.
Love it. Can't argue with that at all. And I think it stands to reason, you know, the best commercial anglers even, you know, Jamie Hughes learnt to fish on a canal.
That says it all, doesn't it? Jamie Hughes, Andy Bennett, Andy May, you know, Steve Ringer, they've all done their fair share of canal fishing. Will Raisin's another one, fishes for England. Matt Godfrey, he started on the canal, didn't he? On his local Chesterfield canal. You name them, they did it, you know. And if you actually look at the number of England internationals over the years, Ian Heaps, Kevin Ashurst, Ivan we've mentioned, Stu Conroy, Sean Ashby, probably Vinnie Smith, who else? Alan McAtee, Dave Brogden, Dave Roper.
Massive canal fishing pedigree.
Not a bad list of internationals, is it?
Not at all, not at all. No, that makes total sense. And as you say, I think another thing, just on a very personal level as well, is I struggled through my early angling. You know, my family weren't anglers, it was always hard. And I think that sometimes makes you love it even more, because it's not easy, it's not instant rewards, you know, and those who work hardest often get the best results.
Another little thing, of course, is when you're fishing, if you ever get fishing competitions, and on a commercial, if you're not catching and other people are catching, you're £100 behind.
Yeah.
With 20 minutes to go, you've got no chance of winning. But on a canal, and let's say the top weight is £3 and you've got £1 in your net, one fish, you can go right to the top of the leaderboard.
You're right back in it.
Absolutely, and I think that's another good reason, particularly, you know, to have matches for young people on canals, because it makes them carry on fishing until the final whistle, and you know, that's another good learning point.
Couldn't agree more.